Why are you quacking? Yeah, quacker. Wow! Oh my god. Honestly. Bum 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 bee. This is actually gonna give me a chance. Go in. And navigate over to the correct save slot. Because I'm definitely not playing this on my own too. La 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 la. Nani dum 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 dum. Ni la di da da do dum. I actually remembered to plug in my controller. Congratulations, me. Okay, stop. Why does this accept? Why? Honestly. 10? That's amazing. Alright, you. Stop. Yes. Stop. I just need you to stop. No more. Here we are, Gartholomew. Gartholomew! And our cousin, the cat. What are we doing now? Find out what happened in Moonbrook. Oh. We had a dream. I don't know why we gotta go see it, too. And we dumped our baby cousin slash baby sister. And now we must venture forth. Alone. And by alone, I mean bro party. Hold on a second. Do you have any cool spells? No. Alright, well. Away we go. Not the spell that I want. That's okay. We'll get it eventually. Oh my god, they're sleeping. Hey, wake up. Ugh! Can you hear me? Pray tell, what happened here? Forgive us, your highness. Foul fiends did overwhelm us. 2 of them. Creatures of a kind not hitherto seen in these parts. They did appear most suddenly. And we did confront them in the corridors beneath, thinking to prevent their passage, but alas. Oh my god, the door's open. It's watery? Hi. It's a-goin'. Such was the violence of their assault that the walls were rent asunder, and a great deluge did come crashing in. And worse than this, they did gain access to the kingdom after all. I don't think that's appropriate when they're dying. Forgive us. We have failed in our duty. Oh my god. Failed. Nonsense. Wait, they're standing now. I guess they're fine. You did all you could and more, and for that, the realm thanks you. Praise be to the Almighty that you did not pay for your heroism with your lives. Nonetheless, this is far from good news. The way to Moonbrook would appear to be blocked. Forgive us! Oh my god! 1,000 times forgive us! Wow! Ah! I'm sorry. Loto has been replaced by Caradoc. Oh, no, it is you who must forgive me. It was not my intent to denigrate your admirable efforts. And also, Gartholomew. Oh my god. An idea occurs to me. Northwest of here lies a certain cavern upon a lake, wherein might be found a most wondrous treasure, the bottomless pot. Huh? It's passed down through the royal line since my kingdom's founding, and is said to possess the power to extract the dampness from even the soggiest of sogginesses. Why'd you have to say it that way? The soggiest of sogginesses. Though diminutive in size, its capacity to draw in water is such that whole oceans could disappear within it, or so the legends tell. Don't do that, that's dangerous. A mere flooded passageway or two should be the work of but a moment for such a wonder. How do you turn this thing off? Let us return to my father and inform him of what has come to pass here, and thence to the cavern and the pot within. Nay, Highness, let us report to your father, the king. It is the very least we can do. Pray, go directly and retrieve the fabled pot. The cavern you seek lieth on an island at the center of a lake. You cannot miss it. Without it, our duty here is meaningless. For what need hath a flooded passageway of guards? But friends, you are hurt, are you certain? More than certain, your highness, and may the heavens smile upon you for your kindness. The fiends may have escaped our clutches, but we in turn escaped the worst of their wrath. Fear not, we are more than fit to make the journey to the castle. Well, they recovered quite quickly, considering we found them just, like, laying on the floor, being like, oh, woe is us, we're dying. Very well. Then I shall do as you say, and entrust to you the task of appraising my father of what happened here. And we shall away to that northwestern cavern, and the treasure therein. Did you get it? The cave is in the northwest, in the middle of a lake. Just in case you forgot. We shall inform His Majesty of what has come to pass here. Please, Highness, hie thee westward and retrieve the bottomless pot. Curses. Not only did we fail to stop the fiends, we permitted them to wreak havoc here in the place where we were tasked with guarding. I'm definitely not just hopping in your portal. Nice. On my liege's orders, none may pass. But do not take that as an invitation to linger on this island a while. The place is rife with fiends most foul. It's said that the flame you seek, that you see here, was the first lit. Oh my god, I'm gonna just start this over. That was so messed up. Alright. 'Tis said that the flame you see here was first lit in order that a wounded traveler might gain respite from the fiends that did hound them. Wherefore hath the flame not burned itself out since that day, you ask? Ha ha ha! Wherefore, indeed? Though the rain doth fall and the wind doth blow, it still burneth bright and true. I myself believe it to be because this is no mere monster scaring pyre, but the unquenchable flame of that brave traveler's indomitable spirit. That seems... Why would you light a fire from your own spirit? That's weird. Don't do that. It's not how you do it. It's not how anybody does it. Forgive me, but we cannot permit you to proceed any further. Please, you must leave this place. Those without permission may not pass. Pray move along, ere I am forced to make you. Meh, meh, meh. Are there actually fiends? Let's find out. Oh my god. Oh my god, and they're dangerous. Yep, I'm dead. Ah! Well, We're just gonna pretend like that didn't happen. Lotto! It's now referred to as Mighty Erdrick or something. Where does this one go? Shrine west of Moonbrook. And a cool locked door. Amazing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Not ready to go in there. Alright, well, guess I am now. Fine, let's actually go where we're supposed to be going. Still not what I want him to learn. Dodgy Dance is pretty good, though. How about you? Indeed, Caradoc. With this whip, I kinda don't need the assist from you, I guess, but, oh my god, something strong enough I need help with, maybe. He didn't help at all, he just missed. At least he can heal. This is a lake, but there's no island in the middle. Still not quite. We're getting closer, though. I want zoom. Evac is close. Oh my god, more dead people. Are you hurt? Wake up, please! He grows cold. Oh, they're actually dead. No! How could this? Yes, play your tiny violin. He was a soldier of our realm. A god, simply doing his duty. We must proceed with caution. We must proceed with caution, Bartholomew. The first Moonbrook, then Gwaelin's Gate, and now this. Worse things even than we had feared may be afoot. Status effects are a thing. There's no reply. There's no reply. Oh, I already collected that. Oh yeah, they wouldn't let me in earlier. I forgot. There is. You should always let me in. A rabbit tail? Become lucky. At least you didn't take their foot, I guess. Good job, Caradoc. You actually did it. Nothing there. A feathered cap. Can you have that? I don't think you can. Yeah. And you already have one. Well, pointless. Oh. Indeed.
Much better.
Do 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 do. A boomerang. So your Middenhall guy here cannot equip boomerangs, but Caradoc can. Which now has made him much more useful. Down, down, down. Yeah, it's a bit annoying that you can't use boomerangs yourself, but I guess it's fine. MIDI metal. You can't catch? Maybe. It seems strange for a guy who's done nothing but dedicate himself to the physical arts, but whatever. Pain sickle. Already have one. Can you have one? No. Alright, well. Useless. Useless treasure. I don't know why, but in the original version of this game on the NES, there was a heal spot for free there, too. It seems like a strange addition, but I guess it is your first cave. Nice. Airdoc was mad that I was calling him worthless, I guess. Ooh, a dragon scale. I'm gonna give that to you. Actually, no, what we're gonna do, we're gonna swap this out for the rabbit tail. Give you the dragon scale. Yeah. That's better. Now they both have a luck boost and a defense boost. Hey, don't run from me. Alright. Here's my goal. Can I get from the heal spot to the treasure without losing any magic? Or hit points? I don't think I can, but we're gonna try. Gambare. Diddle do, diddle do, diddle do, diddle do. Well, maybe if I only run into ants. Zap, that ain't Zoom. Holy beans, I did it. Oh? Is it a sigil? Have we found one, brother? I fear not. The items described to us were said to be little more than ordinary stones. Oh, it's one of these. Oh, boo. When we heard that the humans kept something of import here, I was fool enough to hope. Are you the foul fiends who slew the poor men at the entrance of this cave? Who's this now, eh? Answer me. Why are you scared? We're together, don't worry. I suppose we are, Stripling. Aye. The men were foolish enough to try and stop us, and they got their just desserts. What would you... How could you simply... Oh, hoo, hoo. Simply what, little friend? Silence a sniveling nuisance. We foul fiends do such things with ease. You will... Bzzz. Will what? Silence a pair of nuisances yet more sniveling than the last? I suppose we will. Well, shall we do this? Come! You are through, little humans. Look out, Bartholomew! Give me that one extra attack. I feel like Kadabra needs to die first. Dodgy dance. It's the first boss-ish, so it's really not that difficult. You're gonna assess your death here? Thanks, buddy. I went through all that work to make sure that I had full hit points and magic, and it was pointless. You guys sucked. We bested them. Thanks solely to your efforts, of course. Had I faced them alone, Nah, man, like, it would have been fine. These may well have been the same creatures that attacked Gwaelin's gate. The men mentioned monsters not usually seen in these parts, and I, for one, have never seen such beasts before. Behold, the bottomless pot. Oh, good, it was just lying there. Thanks, guys. Those creatures, they spoke of sigils, was it? But never mind that now. Let us away to Gwaelin's gate. The passageways there must be cleared of water, and we must journey onward. In the original, at this point, we had never heard of the sigils. Just an FYI. It's nice of them to actually give them, like, some plot agency. Chest is empty. I didn't even get to open it. Chest is locked. Chest is locked. Well. Ba-dum, bum, ba-da, bum. Alright. Bum bum ba da dum bum 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 bum. Caradoc here has a little ways to go to catch up with us still. Ow. Man, I wish I ran into a lot more of those. That was worth a decent chunk of experience. No 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 no. This is probably worth nothing. 9 experience. Oh, man. You like Caradoc. And Gartholomew. And Sister Matilda. I mean, clearly that's the mark of the Erdrick line. Having a name that is sung. Only heroes have names that are sung in legends, after all. And although we haven't seen her except in a dream, cousin Perenelle. Yeah, but like none of them ring off the tongue quite like Loto. I don't even remember what I named the hero in 3. I don't think I sang it, though. Should've. Are their bodies still there, do you think? I know they're monsters, but that their eyes come out of their shell is kind of weird. $11 experience to the next level? Okay, hold on. Yeah, okay. Did you learn something good? Whistle. Whistle? Ugh. Just very stubbornly not learning Zoom, I see. Hi. There's really not a lot to learn about Zoom, the application. Although, I did recently have to teach my father Teams, Microsoft Teams, because Skype decided... Skype did not decide it, but Microsoft decided to end Skype's service. Still mad about it. Teams is in every way worse. My father is also one of those types that, like, does not want to have an email address. So every time Mom sets him up with one, he just kind of forgets it. And he loses the password. So I can't have him sign up for Zoom. Even if I wanted to. Oh, right. We come bearing the bottomless pot. Let us make haste and see if it might not clear the waters that block our path. Not even gonna say hello to the guards. Not a thanks for helping clean up, guys, or anything. Bartholomew plunges the bottomless pot into the water. Yeah, Big Tech and I are not in an appreciative relationship, let's say. Behold, it is a miracle, a wonder. Truly, ours is a realm blessed with great treasures indeed. Now the passages beneath might be trod once more. And tread them we shall. Moonbrook awaits. Remain ever vigilant, Min. We know not what further perils might visit us yet. We shall. We had come to take the days of peace for granted, that much we now see, but we shall not do so again. When next foul fiends assail us, we shall be ready, and this time we shall not fail you. Gwaelin's gate will not fall while we yet stand. Did I say that? Vigilant? Vigilant. Did I say vigilant? I pray that it be so, and I leave the gate in your capable hands. I'm not actually good at reading out loud. I'm not sure if you've noticed. Take care on the road, Highness. I've never been good at it, and I, dreaded, as a child, being called upon to read out loud during class. Like, it was the worst. Just the freaking worst. And I ended up taking AP English in 9th grade. No, I'm terrible at it. Never before have fiends thought to enter this place. Ill happenings are afoot. Have a care. And so, another thing about me is if I'm reading it out loud, I actually don't take in the meaning at all. It's very difficult. So, if I was called on to read it out loud, I'd have to focus on my mouth saying the words appropriately, and then I'd have to go back and read it again because I had no idea what had happened. Look, as a teacher, it doesn't matter because, what I'm reading is nothing. It's like, what color do you like? It's fine. Lo, the passageway is passable once more thanks to the bottomless pot, and thanks to you. And when I screw up in school, I can just be like, sorry, one more time. If you make a funny noise, the kids are like, ha 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 ha, and they let it go. But anyway, so going back to my 9th grade AP English story here. I, was forced, because it was like a smallish class. There was only a handful of us, like 10 students, right? And we had to do, as everybody has to do in the US at the time. I assume they still do it, but we had to do Romeo and Juliet. Why would you do this to me in the middle of a story? A story. Okay, let's see, what am I doing? Do 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 do. Where was I in the story? Let's see. Why is there no music? Come back, come back, come back, come back. Oh my goodness. I forgot to open the chest. Now let me see Romeo and Juliet. We all had to pick a part to read, and I insisted on the best role, which is Mercutio. And when I was reading the big speech while Mercutio dies, I accidentally made the Spanish blades French, and I just kept going, and at the end I was like, hey, did I screw this up? And everyone was like, yeah, you did. It was nice of them not to say anything at the time. Hey, look at this guy. He's a dude. Centipede, he's dead. La-dee, la-da-da-da-da-dee. Anyway, that's the end of my story about Romeo and Juliet. Then I didn't want to read any other parts, but I still had to because he dies early. And there were not enough kids in the class. This was the same English class where I learned that not all people of my age at the time knew the word shard. Over the summer, you see. Someone had come in and broken all the glass in the windows of all the classroom hallways, and there was glass everywhere. They had done a cleanup job, but of course they didn't get everything. And so, on the first day back, I went to my desk and I saw a shard of glass on my chair. And so I asked the teacher, may I please throw this shard of glass away? And of course the teacher told me that I certainly could do so. And I did, but all of the other kids were like, what is a shard? And so I thought they were fucking with me, but of course they weren't. And so the teacher said, hey, guess what? You found your word for vocabulary test on Friday. Because we want to find a word every single week to have on a vocabulary test. But I thought the word shard was too ridiculous, because who does not know what is a shard? And so I went on to my friends who were only in the regular English classes and asked them, hey, do you know what a shard is? And they were like, yeah, of course we do, you moron. And I said, well, guess what? Nobody else in the AP English class knows. And they were like, what the heck? But now I know that my friends and I were just weirdos who all played video games. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's my time. Have you visited the shrine south of Minhall? No. Had you done so, you would have met with my brother. Okay. He once wandered this land of ours from coast to coast and from hill to dale. Many are the intriguing tales he gathered on his travels. But in this version of the game, I cannot visit him because he is across a body of water. And there is no bridge. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed those, like, 2 or 3 stories. Oh my god. Ow! No, I'm glad you had fun. I'm glad you enjoyed it. But yeah, they were like, what is a shard? And I was like, are you serious right now? And they're like, no, seriously. And I was like, I looked at the teacher for help. I was like, I think they're bullying me. And it like took me some convincing to believe that they actually didn't know what one was. It was like, it's a splinter, but made out of like crystal or glass. And they were like, huh, we've never heard this word before in our lives. I was like, are you kidding me? I liked reading books and playing video games, so of course I knew what a shard was. But yeah, then they were like, hey, guess what? This is a perfect opportunity for us to tell you that every single week we're going to be doing a vocabulary test on Friday. And you have to find a word that you don't know or that is unusual and a lot of people will not know. And generally speaking, we were to find it in like our reading or whatever. But in this case, she was like, you have your first word already. Congratulations. What do you mean you think I'm not from this world? I swear it happened. It was real. It was a real story. I too, though, was like baffled. I was like, are you kidding me? There's no way they didn't know, right? When they all looked at me with these serious eyes, I was like, okay, alright, fine. What on earth was the first thing I picked up there? Sickle, no. No. Was it this? I don't know. Whatever, it's fine. Just ignore it, it's fine. Ignore it. Da 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 da. Oh my goodness. I see you, you little rock in a tree. Oh, so that you can see what I mean. The guy's shrine is down... Wait. Hold on a second. Here it is. Can you see that? See that mouse? His shrine is right here. This little blue spot here. And there's a river here. And in the original game, there was a bridge. And I don't remember if the bridge was here or if the bridge was here. I think it was here. But it might have been here too. And you could actually walk there. So when you went to go see the guy where we are... ish. In this cave, sitting outside this cave area. And he was like, hey, did you talk to my brother? You could actually be like, yes, and not be lying to him. Now, you cannot do that because, like, you can't get here. I don't know what happens if you lie to him, though. I think he just tells you the thing that he would tell you anyway. I'm not gonna lie to him. Why would I lie to an old man? He's got nobody to talk to. What? Imagine being on an island by a cave that's full of, like, that was full of water. And when it's not full of water, it's full of, like, poisonous snakes and frickin' bugs, right? And then some random person finally comes to visit you after all these years. And he lies to your face immediately. I can't do that to some old guy. That's rude. Hmm? Alright, walnut. Head south and east of here along the mountains, and eventually you will come across a rather peculiar mage. The fellow speaks of naught but scrolls, like a man possessed. Okay. Nothing there. Do you not find this region pleasantly peaceful? I suppose it is thanks to the protection of the 3 great kingdoms. Romance of the 3 kingdoms? Oh shit, I didn't even notice that that was a thing. We've got 3 kingdoms. There's definitely no romance, though, because we're cousins. That's weird. Let's see. Red then black, venom yellow, venom lack, rather. Red then yellow kills a fellow. This one has red then black and red then yellow. What the heck? Feathered cap, propeller blade. Ooh. Oh, it must have earned it, or found that crack skull. Skull? Crack scroll. Bartholomew learns propeller blade. Bum 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 bum. I like their little bug eyes. I guess they're bugs. That does make sense, doesn't it? They got little bug eyes. Little bugs. Little bugs have bug eyes. Pillar of the Winds. Follow the eastern coast. South to Moonahan. Southwest to Moonbrook. Both Moonahan and Moonbrook are southwest. Just an FYI. In case you thought maybe they were not. They are. I suppose first we should pop in on Moonahan here. I see a puppy dog. I'm sure that is just a dog. La dee 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 la da da. This must be Moonahan. Hmm? What is that? Blah, 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 blah. Fascinating. I thought Canuck the only kingdom that had such a storied heirloom. Why the hell would you think that? To think Middenhall had its very own, the Princess's Pledge. But what purpose does its glowing serve? Perhaps it tries to tell us that there is something or someone here deserving of our attention. Well, there is but one way to find out. Come, let us see what this town has for us. Welcome, wanderers, to fair Moonahan. If you make for Moonbrook, why not tarry here a while on your way? Have you guys not heard about what happened? It is surely as my father says, when the heart speaks, let the soul listen, by which he means that we should always do as we wish to do. Stay with us a while and play. I don't know if that's what that means, kid, but la da dee dee, la da da dee da, la da da dee, la da da dee, la da da da, la da dee da, la da da dee da da da. There was once a place beneath Moonahan to which its citizens were able to escape should the worst come to pass. I wonder if it is still there. La da da dee, la da da dee da. How do you know about it, random nun? The Moonbrookers are a somewhat over-serious lot, but they are good people nonetheless. I was once a wrongdoer, but was set on the right path thanks to their interventions, and now I live both righteously and well. The king of that place is a great man indeed, and even I, a lowly nobody, could see that from the first. Feel bad. Feel bad that King Papa is dead. I don't want to give you my money. It's mine. Wait. You know what? Carry all of my money. There you go. Do do dee da la dee na 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 na. La 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 da bum 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 bum. Alright. I will be right back. For I wish to have another coffee. Okay. Dun, dun, dee, da, da, da. Mhm, mhm, mhm. La, da, 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 la, da, da, dee, da, da. Da, dee, da, 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 da. La, da, dee, da, da. Da, 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 da. Oh my god, why? I was distracted by a quack. La, da, 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 dee, da, 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 da. All right, hydration has been completed. All right, where was I? I talked about child. Oh my god. A little pup most adorable and good-tempered did appear in town a few days since. I wonder whence it came. Uh-oh. Sir, you are a knight of Moonbrook, are you not? Are you well? Oh my god. I just realized the three kingdoms are RGB colored. Nay, my heart aches for my kingdom. Pray tell me aught that you know. What exactly befell Moonbrook? Would that I knew. I was tasked with guarding the shrine west of the castle that day. Dragon Quest Muso. Yet, to my frustration, none came to relieve me of my post. Some hours later, I returned to the castle to upbraid my fellow guardsmen for their idleness, but they were all... Please tell us more, if it is not too painful. Go. Go and see it with your own eyes. Then you will be under no illusion as to the threat our realm faces. It appears we shall find our answers in Moonbrook after all. I know, right? Like, it is too painful. How dare you ask me, you son of a gun. Literally, I just told you all of my coworkers were slaughtered. And I came back to find their corpses when I was about to, like, chew them out for not relieving me, and it turns out that they were dead. I don't want to talk about it anymore. What befell Moonbrook, words can hardly describe. One must needs see it with one's own eyes to believe it. Oh, I did not mean to leave town. Meow, 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 meow. Many years ago, we of Moonahan were visited by the kings of Moonbrook, Mittenhall, and Cannock. Well acquainted they did seem, and full plain was the friendship between them. It warmeth my heart to look back upon their smiling faces, even now. Back in the day, there was an old guy hanging in the back of the town, probably where this guy is now, who could save the game for you here in Moonahan. He was like, I'm actually a king, ha 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 ha, that's why I can save your game. A little pup most adorable and good-tempered did appear in town a few days since. I wonder whence it came. Whoa. Aw, thank you. Seed of Wisdom. That was more of a meow than a woof, wasn't it? Hold on. Oh, for the musical. Aw, thanks. I beg your pardon. You are all descended of mighty Erdrick. I once worked at the royal palace. Which one? fancy meeting such luminaries here in the village. I am blessed indeed. Moonahan welcometh you, friends. Here in this place of many meetings do the peoples of the world come together. A dog has joined the party. Woof, 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 woof. Oh, 3. Thanks. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy your lurk. It is said that each of the realms founded by those of the hero of legends line did receive its own great treasure. To Middenhall was given the princess's pledge, to Canik the bottomless pot, and to Moonbrook Raw's very own mirror. How the hell does this random-ass strongman in the middle of Moonahan know that more than Canik had a treasure, and yet the Prince of Canik had no idea? What powers do such treasures possess, I wonder? Might they make a person rich beyond their wildest dreams, perhaps? I don't know why that ended up the way he spoke, but here we are. Where are the soldiers of Moonbrook who doth periodically stop by to see that all is well here in Moonahan? We have not heard from them for some time. Should you wish to visit Moonbrook, you need only journey a short way to the south and west of this place. If you do, pray ask where they have been of late. Yeah, I guess. Oh, how I wish that I might have another try on the tombola. Prithee friend, hast thou in thy possession a tombola ticket or two? I do. Pray remember then that the tombola is but a diversion. Suffer it not to turn thy head from thy true path. The path of tombola? I was not made to sail the ocean wave. Nay, the to and froing of the boat doth render me right queasy each and every time. Journey westward from here and continue ever onward, and in time you will reach a port town of some standing, or so it is said. Another tombola ticket. Oh dear, Bartholomew spots some spinach is stuck between his teeth. He is strong to the finish, 'cause he eats his spinach. Have you noticed how those who claim to deal exclusively in items sometimes also trade weaponry and armor? If you have not, perhaps it's because you spend too little time browsing their wares. I suggest from now on you inspect every single object on offer from every single merchant. Do not miss the purchase of a lifetime. Oh my god. In the original, one of the purchases that you could make in one of the towns was a key. I think it was the ultimate key. You had to go, like, somewhere weird, though. There was, like, a hole in the wall, and you had to select a gap in the inventory. Okay, now it's time. The time that we have all been dreading. Even you, though you did not realize it, possibly. It is tombola grinding time. Because I want a golden claws. And an edged boomerang. Well, I got the golden claws.
NANI?!
Streamer's luck, what can I say? Will I try my luck again? Hell no. I ain't no fool. But yeah, 114 was my previous strongest, and now I'm at 163. Farewell, Chain Sickle. We knew thee not. Except for a single battle. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. Alright, we've got 5 more tickets. I want that boomerang. I don't care about any of the other stuff. That's worthless. Also worthless. Worthless. Oh. No! So, you can crit the tombola, and it upgrades your ball. But it dropped the golden ball, which is the ball that I wanted. I do not want another golden claw. I think I'm out. Oh wait, I have one more. That's a bronze ball. Anyway, the reason is that, our boy Caradoc cannot equip the golden claw. So, it's kind of pointless to have another one at the moment. We're just gonna return to the title screen. Yep. Alright. Do not crit when you get a gold ball, please. Silver, okay. Don't particularly want that, but alright, whatever. Green. Green. bronze. And green. That's not what I want. That's no good at all. It did not autosave when I left the church. I thought it did. What I'm gonna do, real quick, is I'm gonna leave the town and force it to autosave. There we go. Spin. No, I don't want that. Spin. Still don't want that. Spin. Oh my god, no. Spin. Closer. I think I'd rather have a bronze prize than the silver prize, honestly. Oh my god. Yeah! Tis a fine prize indeed. Hell no. See, nobody can wear this right now. The dancer's costume. However, Edge Boomerang! La-dee-da-da, la-dee-da, la-da-dee-da. Now we can carry on and play the game further instead of sitting and spinning the tombola over and over again. Hey, I just got another ticket. Where could it have been? What does this guy have to say? Once upon a time I did good business in a small settlement amongst the woods. To the east of here, alas, it was raised by fiends and has lain abandoned ever since. I myself fled to the shrine to the southwest, hoping to serve the soldiers of Moonbrook Station. There, alas, they are steadfast to a fault. Not only do they keep a tight guard on the shrine, they do the same with their purse strings, refusing to ever buy more than they need. If only they would cease worrying about the future and be more liberal with their spending, I could be a rich man. That is the part that he did not say. out loud. Anyway, I don't know why I sang that. It just did. Racing mode for no reason. Enjoy. Gotta test out these new weapons. Did you learn Zoom? Zoom? No. Cat mode. You get that every time I talk to a cat. And sometimes when I talk to a dog, because I don't make good dog noises. Meow, 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 meow. I spent hours upon hours as a child practicing cat noises, but I never had a dog, so there was no reason for me to mimic dogs. The only times that I mimicked dogs was to, like, piss them off as I was walking by their yards. Which, not a great idea. They'd be like, ruff, 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 ruff. And I'd be like, ruff, 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 ruff. And they'd be like, grrr, ruff, 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 ruff. I mean, doesn't every child do that? Pretty sure that's a normal child thing. Like, the dog started it. I would have been fine not antagonizing the dog, but then the dog was all like, hey. How dare you walk by my yard? And I was like, oh yeah? How dare you bark at me for walking by on the sidewalk, you punk. I know we're supposed to be going and seeing the, Dead Kingdom or whatever, but we're gonna make a small loop first. You know what? I was never bit by a dog for antagonizing it. I was bitten by a couple of dogs, but never for antagonizing the dog. At least intentionally. One dog ran up, like... No, it was like... Three dogs that I recall being bit by at random. Once, I was walking home and reading a book while I was walking along the sidewalk, right? Because I was a nerd. And, all of a sudden, there's this dog biting on my coat and my butt. He bit a hole in my coat, too, little shit. Freaking dog. It was a silk jacket. And the silk tore from his stupid tooth. I'm still mad about it. It was a good jacket. And I was like, yeah, it was because you ignored the dog. You, like, didn't pay attention to the dog at all. And ran up and bit you. That's why. I was like, dang, what the heck? I didn't do anything to that dog. Oops. Lume, I did lose myself in foraging for foods. Lume? 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 Lummy. I don't know what the hell that is. I did lose myself in foraging for foodstuffs, and only came to my senses when I saw that I was here. 'tis a place famous for the spirits that do haunt its every crevice and corner. You would do well to leave ere you witness something terrifying. So then the second time, I was riding a bicycle. Chain whip. Still a whip. It's better than a thorn whip. Alright. And, across an empty lot. It was like on a different block. This loose dog came running up. What kind of dog was it? I think it was, I don't know, it was kind of a big, beefy dog. But it was not a Rottweiler. It was like beefy like a Rottweiler, but a little bit less so, let's say. I don't remember what kind it was, though. Coloring was different. A Pibble? I don't know. I don't know what that is, what that looks like. But it was fairly large. And it ran up and it bit my leg. As I was just bicycling on a different block. The freaking dog. I don't remember if that one put a hole in my, I was wearing, like, stretch pants. Because, you know, it was the 90s or whatever. Pitbull? Maybe. Maybe it was a pitbull. Anyway, I kicked it, and it ran away. I was like, what the hell? Freaking dog. So that was the second time I was bit by a dog. And the third time I was bit by a dog, I was walking the neighbor's mail to their house because it was delivered to our house on accident. It was one of those situations where there was, for some reason, a street and an avenue that had the same, like, house numbers, and they were right next to each other, right? So I was delivering the mail for one had come to the other, and so I was delivering their mail to them. I was like, look, the mail showed up at our place, but it's your mail, so you can have it. We don't want it. And for whatever reason, as I was walking by this completely unrelated house, some lady opened up her door and didn't have her dog secured, and it was like a shitty little toy poodle or something, and it ran up and it bit me out of nowhere. I was like, what the frick? Get this horrible little mutt dog out of here. And she was like, I'm so sorry. That dog never does this. I'm like, it was literally like freaking out before you open the door. And then you open the door. And it ran up and bit me. What did you think was gonna happen? That was the third dog that bit me. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why that dog hated me. I don't know why the other two dogs hated me either, actually. It wasn't like I made eye contact with them or anything. See, now, I did have a dog hate me when I was in Rome. And that one was my fault. That dog, I understand what happened. I'm human! Three. It was 3 dogs. 3 separate dogs. The one in Rome, though, that one was entirely my fault. We were walking along, a canal. And there was this person that had a dog on a yeah, the pit bull was the bicycle dog. On a, I don't remember if it was a chain or a rope. Anyway, there was this, like, it was like a Doberman, I want to say. something that was like the size and the shape of a Doberman, but the coloring was wrong, I think. But anyway, this dog hated my ass, and it, like, was trying to charge me as I was walking by, and it, like, its master was holding it back as hard as they could by the chain as the dog was, like, rearing and trying to, like, get at me. But that was entirely my fault because I treated it like a cat, and I was looking at it directly in the eyes, which my friend later on who was with me was like, you can't do that to dogs, man. Like, they take that as a challenge. I was like, I didn't know that. My experience with dogs has not been great. I don't know. I got nothing. I don't know. And I had thought back on it, and definitely, for sure, the 3 dogs that had attacked me in the past, I had not looked in the eye. 2 of them I didn't even know were there until they were already, like, basically up on me. The little yapper dog hated me just for walking by their house. I don't know what was up with that one. That stupid little poodle. But then this dog I challenged on accident. I didn't know about that. But that one was my fault. So I can't say that one is a negative Riz dog. Okay, I think we have come across all of the areas around that I'm going to go for right now. And we can actually go to Moonbrook. Hope you enjoyed my dog stories. Anyway, so my experience with dogs, not that extensive. My cousin had a little dog, but she was part Chihuahua and was thus a very small dog. I got along with that dog pretty well, but then again, that dog liked me because I was friends with the dog's master. And let's see, we had neighbor dogs that started off disliking us. One was a Rottweiler, and the other one was a Rottweiler Doberman mix. And those dogs ended up liking us because we gave them hamburger. They liked us because we gave them treats. Because we wanted to make sure that the neighbor dogs, the big neighbor dogs, were not our enemies. Especially since their masters were questionable people at best. And what was between our yard and their yard was just like a normal waist height chain fence. Which, you know, if you got dogs that size, that's nothing. One of the dogs liked to push its way into our yard and run around for fun. I don't know. It was a weird dog. It just enjoyed it. It was like, haha, I'm here. And then when I was in preschool, our neighbor had a dog that I was friends with. I used to feed that dog parts of my popsicles when I had popsicles in the summer. My cousins had dogs, but I didn't really hang out with their dogs. I hung out with their barn cats a lot, though. I was definitely more of a cat person. The lands east of here belong to the royal family of Moonbrook. They are home to a range of ancient structures, and well worth a visit in my opinion. Had a chug. Ooh. I don't know what that is. Is that like a pug? A pug mixed with a chihuahua? I'm guessing. Knowest thou of scrolls? These priceless pieces of parchment can impart all manner of magical knowledge. I once heard that the royal family of Moonbrook was engaged in their study. Doubtless one could find numerous scrolls within the kingdom's borders. Yeah, we always had cats. When I was a kiddo. We were cat people. Chihuahua face, body of pug. Weird. I'm an interesting person? Thanks, I guess. I had one of my best friends who had been bit by a Rottweiler when she was a small. It ran up. She was like sitting on the step, minding her own business, and it ran up and it bit her arm, and she got scars from it. And she was scared of dogs, but I was never scared of dogs, even though they had, like, attacked me a few times. Thanks. I tend to think of my stories as, like, boring and typical, but I guess maybe not. Yeah, she ended up scared of dogs. I never did. But part of that was because I had learned... How did I learn that? I think maybe my dad told me when I was really young or something. That if you end up in a situation where you're being attacked by an animal, to try and, like, hit or kick them in the nose. Because that's their sensitive point, right? And unless they're, like, really into killing you, they're probably going to, like, leave you alone. And in... Not from the little poodle with the neighbor lady, because she was there, and she finally came up and stopped the dog. I didn't have to do anything with that one. But with the other two, I just, like, kicked the dog. I kind of aimed for the nose-ish. I think I got the nose of the one that bit me while I was on the bicycle. The one that bit me while I was reading, I just kicked in the side, and it ran away. And I was like... What the heck? You ran up, bit me. I smacked you back, and then you ran away. Little punk. Punk dog. Yeah, it's like an emergency thing. Like, if you're in an emergency, hitting them in the nose theoretically should make them give up. But, yeah, that's the risk you run, is, like, sometimes when things are hurt, they're gonna take the attack mode even further. You gotta make them believe that you are more pain than it's worth. And sometimes they think that it's worth the pain. I guess it's like people. You're gonna fight, flight, or freeze. Some people are fight people. I'm a freeze person, I think. I think I'm a freeze person. I'm not positive. When I'm in, like, an actual crisis, I end up in, like, this weird calm mode. But then afterwards, like, if I'm slightly scared, I freeze. read somewhere that hiccups are just your brain thinking that you have gills and are not taking in water. Like your fish brain freaking out. From the time that we were fish. So that animals also have a fight, flight, or freeze kind of reflex makes sense to me. I don't know if it's true. It just seems right. Again, I just read it somewhere. I don't know if it's true or not, but I read that was what they thought. The fish brain thing, I mean. Stop missing the smog. Yeah, I had to have Caradoc kill it. You calling a fish brain? Humans. Pay attention, Frank.
NANI?!
Oh, that was the other thing I was gonna say. Hiccups. If you have hiccups, I was taught how to stop them. It is difficult to do. But basically, you gotta plug up your ears completely. Like, completely plug them up. And drink a gulp or two of liquid. While your ears are plugged. And it should stop the hiccups. And it has to do with, like, the pressure. So I taught myself to hold my ears closed with my index fingers and pick up a cup in my palms so I can drink from it. So if I have the hiccups, I can do that and stop them, and it actually works for me. I don't know if it works for everybody, but it works for me just fine. Gonna have to remember that there's a chest here. Now, the tricky part, though, is being able to drink enough. Like, you gotta have a big drink. So, like, sipping through a straw doesn't work quite as well. Because it's just not enough liquid at once. And usually you need, like, a couple of gulps. While your ears are plugged. That's why I had to teach myself to lift my coffee cup. Yep. Safe step or anything? No? Ugh. Oh my god, did you hear it? It was grumbling. Poison Swamp grumbles. Oh no! We're both dazzled? This sucks. Ugh. It really was. Dragon Quest II had the, instant death enemies. They were not great. No, we were not. We were not. We
Goddess.
were asleep. And we didn't even feel it. They did stop some of the Shinkansens, but that didn't matter to us, of course.
Do you remember coming here when we were children? It was resplendent.
Yeah, sure. I definitely remember coming here when we were kids.
Flowers as far as the eye could see. Shining marble from ceiling to floor. The Queen. So beautiful. Before her untimely passing. Now all that remains is this.
It was shining marble, and yet the stone that we can see is definitely not marble, or it is the most muddy marble that has ever been. Oh, really? They could feel it? Oh, you know what? I was asked the next, a couple of days later if I had felt it. I was like, nah, I was asleep, yo.
I never imagined for a moment that the devastation would be so extreme. This is too much. We can but pray that the king and the princess escaped in time. Come, let us explore further.
Of course, we are also further up the mountains from some of the people that we work with, so we might not have been able to feel it anyway. There was one that was a lot smaller a couple of days ago that we felt, though. It did the thing where it felt like it sounded like a giant had slapped the wall of our house. Sounded cool as heck. I don't know, I'm a weirdo. How is exploring further going to tell us whether or not the king and princess escaped, by the way, cousin dear?
Your Majesty?
Oh. There just happens to be a ghost here. How lucky.
Oh, so my kingdom ruins.
What?
Your Majesty, we are here.
No redemption. Evil such as this. Daughter, my beloved daughter, I beg of thee, live.
That's so sad, isn't it? So sad. Ooh, so sad.
He was already gone.
There is no rest for the king forever.
I did not know what it meant to die.
What do you mean you didn't know what it meant to die?
For a kingdom to fall. To have everything that one holds dear taken. Why would anyone?
So, when people pass away, cousin dear, they are dead. And they are not of this world anymore. That is what it means to die. Why would anyone? They are monsters. Like, literally, I'm not being facetious here. They are actually monsters.
What was that? Could they yet be survivors?
Pretty sure it's monsters.
Quick, let us hurry to the courtyard. The noise came from there.
To the courtyard? The hell is the courtyard? Over there? Alright. Remember, it was a big old rock sound that we heard. Locked chest there. Probably should have switched over to my chain. It's fine. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Hmm. Alright, let's go talk to the little fire. I'm sure it has something illuminating to say. Get it? Run. Leave me. I must needs run. The fire, it... Was the marble coated? Just a coating of marble? How? How'd you do that? How did you slice marble so thin that you used it as tile? No. $18 magic left. Oh no. I can't go up. There must be a fence here. Thanks for critting the first and the last thing, making my chain whip completely useless. Real helpful, cuz. The fiends! They come! Someone! Anyone! Save us! It's too late for that. Nobody's coming, because you're already dead. Do you think I could help spirits move on to the next world? Would I be a soothing presence to be like, hey, you're already dead. It's fine. Give up now. Would that work? Holy water. Are you trying to think of how to let me down gently? Don't even worry about this world anymore. You're not a part of it. You can just move on. It's fine. You know what? I got those stupid antidote herbs from the Tombola. I'm gonna use them. Unless this level just cured my poison. I think it did. Well. Yep. Alright, well. So much for that. I guess there's marble here. That I can believe that the courtyard was lined in marble. Do not heal yourself. Did you learn Zoom? No, it's still not Zoom. Sure are a lot of ghosts floating around. Why do you guys have so many regrets? You regret your traumatic death? Did it come at a time you were not expecting? Howdy.
The fiends we had kept imprisoned. They too attacked. How long have they planned this wickedness?
Why were you imprisoning fiends? That sounds like a personal problem. I'll give it to Bartholomew because he's my attacker. Hey! Do not call a Healy. That is not okay. The Healy is an innocent little child and should not be involved in your wicked ways. They sure are stubborn about attacking only Gartholomew. Gartholomew.
Must protect the royal treasure. The fiends are liars and dissemblers. Only by that might we see through their lies.
The treasure. The treasure. A holy lance. Is that any good? It is. A scholar's cap. Is that any good? It is. Hooray. We're gonna just equip this again, though. I sense that we're coming up to a point where I'm going to very much wish that I had safe step.
Not much farther now. Soon I shall be free. Free of these walls.
You can't. You're already dead. You can just fly away. It's fine. Alright, now look. There's a spot down there. Alright, let's walk into the poison. Wildly. Whoop, I saw that. Oh man, a copper sword. You think it's better than my golden claws? No, it sucks. I've got 3 of them now. Where was that? There. Magic seed. Anything else? Anything else? Looks like no. Just an exit. Do 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 la 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 la. All right.
Please, spare me. My beloved son awaiteth my return in left wine.
You think monsters care about you having kids? I'm pretty sure they don't. Also, don't tell monsters where your kids are. Yeah, you who is attacking me and killing me. My child is in this other town. Definitely don't go there. I stunned some skeletons. Skellies. Some skellas. Some skeels. 1 flower.
It must have been the sound of rubble or some such falling. There is no life here. Not anymore.
There's a flower. Some grass.
Well, save this lone flower. Do you remember that town we passed on our journey here? I suggest we visit it on our way home.
You mean Moonahan, or do you mean the dead town?
If the princess or anyone else survived, mayhaps someone there might know.
Yeah, we definitely didn't talk to everybody in town. Is that you, flower? Oh my god, it is the flower. What?
High east to the shrine. Find her.
Well, that clearly was not the king.
We saw the king's ghost, man. What the hell do you mean it wasn't the king?
Whoever it was, it would seem they have other plans for us. A shrine to the east, was it? It is the rummest thing, though. I am certain I have heard that voice before. I just cannot place it.
I mean, it did do that wispy,
But I do
I'm a
know
dead ghost
that our
thing.
quest is not done yet. Eastwards we go.
Yeah, let's go east.
I knew you would agree. You feel it too, do you not? We can trust her. Anyhow, let us take our leave. I would fain be gone from this mournful place.
Wait. A beautiful blue flower is growing here. No. Meow, 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 meow. Magic water. Chest I can't open. Chest I can't open. Chest I can open. Full moon ring. Prevent paralysis, huh? Actually, yeah. Go ahead. Equip that. What's this one? Bedazzled. You know what? Stop bedazzling me. Rabbit tail in the bag. Slime earrings in the bag. Dragon scale in the bag. Alright. Fizzle retardant blouse. And money. Can I wear a blouse? No, I'm too manly for a blouse. Why? Why? Moonbrook, once so fair, laid waste. And away we go. Going east, huh? Wait, hold on a second. Do, 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 do. Ba-ba-da-dum. Hey, don't vomit spores on me. I just want to get this treasure and to go to that thing on the map to the west before I go to the east. Am I asking too much? Chimera Wing sparring suit. Is that any good? Hey, hey! Togs, tailored for martial artists to do battle in. Imagine a baboon in the desert. A bad boon in the desert. I feel like they wouldn't survive long on account of all their fur. Wait, do baboons have fur? Do they have hair? Do monkeys have fur or hair? Do you call a horse's coat hair or fur? Clearly their mane is hair. What about the rest of it? Is that hair or fur? How exactly do you classify fur? Speaking of classifying fur, there is one thing that I very much dislike that they decided to teach children, elementary children here in Japan, right? And that is that sheep are furry. Sheep are not furry. Sheep are woolly or fluffy, but they are not furry. But for some reason, they have decided in their textbook to call them furry. And I'm like, who okayed this? We're gonna leave that be for now. Greetings, if it is items thou seekest, thou art in luck, friend. How might I serve thee today? I don't want any of your stuff. Sorry, bye. Those without the proper permission may not pass. Forgive me, but none may pass. Know you not of what hath befallen Moonbrook? We only have these few stations left, and we are not going to allow anyone passage. Alright, to the east. No dazzle. Only death. Oh, right, this is the one with the chest I can't open. La ti na 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 na. Ee la na na na. Ee za da da. Apparently, there was some money there. La da dee. La da da da. Dee da da. Do da dee da 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 dee da. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. La-da-dee, la-da-da-dee, la-da-da-dee, la. Apparently I am in the poison. Hold on, let's listen to the poison. You can hear it, it's going bloop, bloop, bloop. Having the stronger boomerang sure is a boon. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. La, da, 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 dum, dum. Ba-dum, ba-ba-da-lam, ba-da-lam, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. The encounter rate is a little ridiculous. Actually, though, if I remember correctly, in 2, the encounter rate always was kind of ridiculous. I wish I could take more than, like, 3 steps without getting into a fight, though. That would be nice. I see that. I see that glittery up there. Bum ba da dum bum 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 ba da dum bum 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 ba ba bum bum. I guess I could heal Gartholomew. I just don't feel like it. Rip Kite Buckler, you are no good anymore. Alright, fine, I'll heal him. Jeez. But only because Caradoc is so close to his level. Wow. Dragon fries? Dragon fries, yeah, dragon fries. The way that they built this little chunk of land here with this weaving path in the rocks. You'd think there would be something over here. There's nothing. What a letdown. Ba-dum, 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 dee-dee-dee. Why is he faster when he uses the claw, I wonder? Is there secretly a slowdown on holding a proper weapon? Zoom! Finally! My god. Took long enough. Zoom. I now have zoom. Zoom. That was definitely a level up, for sure. I am, in fact, going to assign zoom to my shortcut menu. For it is useful. Stop getting stuck on the geography. On the geology. On the geometry. There we go. The geos. I get stuck on the geos. I mean, I guess all those things were a little bit true, since I was stuck on the mountains on this top-down map. In this video game. Bum, 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 bum. Fizzle? You've been fizzled, Caradoc. Here we are at the swamp shrine. It is very purple and toxic looking. Do you want to take a dip into it. Here I go for a scroll. La-dee-da-da-dee-da-da-da-da. Dee-da-da-da-da-dee-da-da-da-da-dee-da-dee-da. Is there any other treasure to speak of? I do not know. I guess I found one. How about in any other path within the poisonous area? I do not see any, but I now need to heal. I hope that there is no monster waiting to attack me for this thing I see. What is this enshrined so? In the original, you just had to walk into the poisonous swamp and search your feet. There was no shrine. It appears to be a mirror, but why would someone leave it here? Nope, nobody redeemed singing. I'm just singing. Wait. The voice that spoke unto us in Moonbrook. Could this have been what it wished us to seek out? It happens. Free singing happens. Regardless, it is clearly an item of some significance. Come, let us take it with us. We must find her. She needs to look in the mirror. Now, if we may, I should like to revisit the town we passed along the way. I sense our business there is not yet done. No. Do not agree to that. We have things that we need to do around here. Namely, I saw that down below there was a secret spot, and we need to go there. Okay. There's a treasure. Is there anything else? It is a mini medal I have obtained. Okay, let's see. I don't see anything. I'm walking all the obvious places. Slamming my button. Slamming my thumb on the button. Guess there was nothing. Alright, look. We're finally gonna do it. We're gonna use zoom. We're gonna zoom to Moonahan. Yeah, zoom! The princess's pledge. It glows anew. There can be no doubt. There is something in this town that it would have us witness. After all, the necklace is said to guide those of Erdrick's bloodline, is it not? It would hardly lead us astray.
Wow!
La da dee da 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 dee da dum. Come, let us see if we can find whatever is exciting it so. Is it this man? Unahan welcometh you, friends. Here in this place of many meetings do the peoples of the world come together. I'm pretty sure it's not that man.
La-dee-da-da-da-ba-da-ba, la-dee-dee-da-dum. Da-da-da-da, la-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da.
Scare them birds. Alright, where's the dog?
Here, pooch, poochy, pooch, come here. There it is. Hey, lady, how are you?
A little pup most adorable and good-tempered did appear in town a few days since. I wonder whence it came. Hey, good-tempered pup. Just throw that mirror up at it. Boof. Oh god, it's shattered.
Where am I?
Caranel.
Cousin Middenhall. Cousin Canuck.
Princess! Praise the Almighty!
But why are you... And why am I...
Well, Moonbrook was attacked, and
But of course, countless fiends have set upon the castle. Father needs my help.
About that.
Quickly, cousins, we must hide to Moonbrook's defense.
I would love to help you with that, but,
Wherefore do you tarry so?
about that.
we are but recently returned from the castle, or what remains of it. We found no survivors.
He whispered that very, very deeply in my ear. Button? Hello? Hello? Did the game freeze? Oh, I see. My controller disconnected.
This cannot be.
I'm sorry, your kingdom and your father are dead.
Get out of my ear, cousin.
Oh. My apologies. I seem quite unable to stand.
There is nothing to apologize for. You have been through so much. You must rest. Come, we will carry you.
What? Fine. By carry, you mean walk.
I know not how to thank you. I feel much more myself now.
And full glad am I to hear it. May I suggest we rest here for the night before making for Middenhall in the morning? You can stay there in safety till all this is over.
No, I will not. I will not rest until Hargon is dead.
I think you need to sleep sometime. You're not gonna kill him today.
Hargon. The name feels somewhat familiar. Yes. He was the villain behind the sacking of Renderak, was he not?
Sure.
You mean to say that he was behind the attack on...
I do. Moonbrook fell by his hand. I shall be ever grateful to you for restoring me to my senses.
Okay.
But I did not survive to be locked away in a gilded cage.
Okay. I think you did. Maybe.
Besides, neither Canuck nor Middenhall will ever be truly safe while the High Priest yet lives.
Mm-hmm.
This is is why I must have his head.
That's...
It is as you say, Princess. Nowhere is safe anymore. No matter how our fathers fortify our kingdoms against these fiends, we should always be living in fear. And I, for one, balk at it. Don't you, cuz?
Do I get to answer? No, I don't.
Cause is ours, Princess. Together we shall restore peace to this fair realm. True peace.
It pleases me immeasurably to hear it.
And yet, I ask that you allow us to return to Cannock and Middenhall first. Our fathers bade us report what we discovered here, and I would not disappoint them.
Yes, of course. If I might ask something of you in turn, I would visit Moonbrook Castle. I must needs see the aftermath with mine own eyes.
Can we do that after? But sure.
For now, I think it best we all get some rest while we can. We have much to do on the morrow.
We've got to visit 3 kingdoms, huh? All 3 castles? Luckily, we have Zoom now.
Psst, wake up. Sorry, I know you are tired.
Do you mind? I'm trying to sleep here.
But there is a matter of much import I would discuss with you. Would you step outside with me a while?
I guess. Hey there, Paranel, she says. La la dee la 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 dee doo da doo da. Go to bed. Ah! Did I fall asleep? Surely not. Seekest thou thy companion? He did venture outside just a moment ago. A moment ago. Ah, the evening breeze is pleasant indeed. I fancy that thy companion doth think so too. He did venture off to the west but a short while ago. Bartholomew realizes he's keeping Prince Caradoc waiting. Bartholomew, maybe you could be less of a goody two-shoes. What sayst thou? Am I in my cups? Pah! Ridiculous! Is it not, little friend cat? Meow! Meow! You want to be called little friend cat? Hoo hoo hoo! The river rushes onward. Running through the town. Always the same direction. Although it goes around. The silence. The silence of the evening is the perfect time to put one's thoughts in order. Dost thou not find?
La-dee-da-dum. La-dee-da. Dee-da, la-dee-da-la-doo. I don't think there's anyone else to talk to.
Oh. Just kidding. There's a strong man. Sleeping like a normal guy. As you do.
My apologies. I did not want to risk the princess overhearing us.
I don't know. I don't think anyone can sleep with that guy outside their window. What? You saw it! It was not me! It's not my fault!
I've been thinking. We are all three of us descended from the hero of legend, are we not? And come the morrow, we embark upon a quest to end the ambitions of the fiendish High Priest Hargon.
Okay. Alright, yeah. I'm with you so far.
At first I deemed it destiny.
Mm-hmm.
We three scions of Erdrick striving together for the same cause. Yet the more I thought upon it, the more my doubts grew.
Why are your doubts growing, bro? Cuz, bro.
As the matter stands, we do not fight for the same cause she does.
I mean, as you can see, clearly she could not sleep through.
You and I fight to protect those we cherish, but she has already lost them. The princess fights to exorcise the grief and anger that cloud her heart.
As she might also fight to stop us from having to suffer in the same way, cousin.
We may never be able to soothe the princess's pain, nor replace her
No,
family.
God, please, no!
But perhaps
No!
we can offer her another.
No! No!
But that is so long. Perhaps we could offer her another family. No! That's so rude. Unintentional rude. Alright.
Though I must say I doubt she will ever think of me as family when I am constantly calling her princess.
I mean, we're cousins.
Do you think she would bristle if I called her sweet cuz?
Yes. Absolutely. I think anybody would bristle if you call them sweet cuz. No!
Perhaps it is a little too familiar.
I don't think too familiar is the problem.
Ah, cousin, then. Or perhaps simply by her name.
Yeah, call her Perenelle. As you should.
On that matter, do tell me, should I say something foolish? I can be an awful blunderer at times. Perhaps even most times.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. The words sweet cuz are a blunder. I don't think that he would slap Caradoc. But I do think that he like probably made this like horrible face. It's like, maybe I could call her sweet cuz, and he's like like that.
Thank you, cousin. We two make a fine team, and so shall we three.
Our team grows. Bro fist. And away she goes. While we're being like, haha, we are bro cousin bros, cuz bros. Then morning comes. If you call her sweet cuz, I'm gonna have to punch you in the arm. Hard. And I'm the strong one. Just remember that.
Three paths lie before us. One to Cannock, one to Middenhall, and one to Moonbrook Castle. We must walk all three, but not necessarily in that order.
Got any preferences? You're the one who's suffering. Princess.
Quite. Let us take our leave.
Like, we grew up together. We used to play together as
Just
kids.
a moment.
Chill, man. Just a moment. Uh-oh.
If we are to travel together, then I see little need to stand on ceremony. Pray, call me cousin. Or, if you would rather, sweet cuz.
Nope. Nope. I hope that you can tell she's being sarcastic.
Did you hear that? I was right all along. It is destiny.
Nope. Nope. No. Uh-uh.
Cousin Perenelle joins the party. Hey there, sweet cuz, welcome to the party of fool bros.
Give me that. She can have the thorn whip, too. She cannot use boomerangs, but she can use whip. She can use pot lid. Okay. Hold on a second. Take this back. Take back this kite, and then we'll give her the scale shield. And then she can have the scholar's cap. Because this nerd can have the pointy hat. And then she can have the fizzle retardant blouse, but she can also have this dancer's costume, which is... fine.
La-di-da-da, la-da-di-da. She is only level 11. Therefore, it is her turn to have the elevating shoes. And we're going to give her the dragon scale too, so that she has more defense as she needs, you see. I think a rabbit tail for our cousin Caradoc. And now let us go to somewhere else. Oh. Our music has changed. Most importantly, rather, we need to change her to follow orders.
Yeah, Caradoc being Caradoc. Caradoc has no clue that she was trying to hint in every possible way that she heard your conversation. Up to and including her quick departure. However, well, whatever. Does she have any abilities or skills that would be useful? She has nose for treasure. La da la da la da da dee da 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 dum. La dum ba dee da 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 dum. Dee da little doo. La da da dee da 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 da. La da dee. How'd I do? Did I get everything? 2? Where the hell are they? Time to go on a treasure scounge. Scounge is not the word I wanted. Is the word I'm stuck with, though. Scavenge. Scavenge? A treasure scavenge? A treasure roundup? A treasure hoedown? There's one there. Treasure hunt? Yeah, maybe. That sounds reasonable. Where could it be? There is one. One treasure somewhere. Where could it be? La la dee. La 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 dee. La 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 dee. Da dum ba dum. Ba dee da dum ba dum bum. Bum 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 ba dum bum bum bum. News hath reached me of others who survived the sack of Moonbrook. Truly, one should never give up hope. Such as the princess that happens to be with me, buddy. Wait. Many years ago, we of Moonahan were visited by the kings of Moonbrook, Middenhall, and Cannock. Well acquainted did they seem, and full plain was the friendship between them. It warmeth my heart to look back upon their smiling faces, even now. One of those 3 is now dead. Old man, can you not read the room? La da dee da dee dee. Somewhere is a single treasure. Whoa. Found it. There's a pot there? I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay, well. Got it. Got the treasure. Any other treasure in here? Nope. Bum 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 bum. No treasure. Bing 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 bum bum bum. No treasure. Well, I think actually it's stopping time. So I think that's a good point. It was only one, though. It was one hiccup, so I don't have to do the trick. I don't know why, but a lot of times if I have one hiccup, It's followed by a burp, which this one was. You just didn't hear that part. And then that's it. That's all I have. That's all that's going on inside of me. Anyway, yeah, I think we got a third cousin. And that's a good stop point. So that is all for today, I suppose. What? What? We got a sweet cuz. You saw it, it happened. Sweet cuz. Yeah, you missed. We got sweet cuz. You missed sweet cuz. And yeah, we're gonna call it for the day, alas. We're definitely calling sweet cuz. Yes, for sure. Anyway, today we're gonna go jump in on Melanie. She's doing something called Stray Children. I've never heard of it. Whatever. Oh, thank you. You don't have to do that. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Have a good week. And bye.